Welcome to the April Sings a Lot podcast, where I share a story, a song, and invite you to sing along. This is my story. This is my song. When I was little, I used to dance all the time. I also wanted to sing all the time. I'm sure that doesn't surprise you. But the dancing part, I've phased that out as I've grown up. But when I was little, man, it was singing and dancing all the time. And I was not a good dancer. I'm not being self-deprecating here. I was not ever a good dancer. In fact, was even kicked out of dance class as a child because I was just really holding everybody back. I can laugh about it now, of course. At the time, I thought it was terrible. What used to happen was I would try something complicated, like spinning around, and I wouldn't be able to do it, and so I would fall down. And then whoever was watching me, like my mom, would say, "Oh my goodness," and they'd come over because, I had taken a bad fall. And I would just stand up and say, "That was part of my dance." Like, totally brush it off and pretend that nothing bad happened. Well, one time I split my chin open. And so even though I was trying to play it off as part of my dance, it ended up in a trip to the emergency room. All that to say, I enjoy dancing. I'm not good at dancing. And more recently, I was singing at a wedding and then was invited to the wedding reception where, man, the DJ was just doing an awesome job and everybody was having a great time on the dance floor. And so I got inspired and I got out there as well. And I thought I was doing a pretty good job, holding my own. And then later, we're all waiting for the valet to bring our cars. It was at a hotel. And so we're like, most of the people are leaving at the same time. And so we're all kind of standing around together. And by this time, people have had lots to drink. And so they're just real honest. This woman came up to me and she says, "You cannot dance at all, but you sure can sing." I'm so glad that I've owned that about myself. And I'm still going to dance if I want to. The song that I'm leading up to is Just As I Am. When we would go to tent revivals, there would inevitably be an altar call at the end, and they would sing Just As I Am. It was a great song to pull at your heartstrings and really convince you, if you were on the fence about whether or not to give your life to Christ, it was something that apparently was like, it was the clincher. There's also 6 verses to it, so it goes on for a while, and that might also be part of it. Like, if you want your altar call to last forever, then Just As I Am might be a good choice. I'm choosing the song because I love that I can come just as I am, that I don't have to pretend that I'm a good dancer or pretend that I've got this whole podcast thing figured out or pretend that I know what I'm doing as a parent. I can come just as I am. And God's got it, He's just got it. So I hope you'll sing with me, Just As I Am. Just as I am, without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come to thee, O Lamb of God, I come, just as I am, and waiting not to rid my soul of one dark blot, to thee whose blood can cleanse each spot Just as I am, though tossed about with many a conflict, many a doubt, fightings and fears within, without, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. Just as I am, poor, wretched, blind, sight riches, healing of the mind, yea, all I need in thee to find, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. Just as I am, thou wilt receive, wilt welcome, pardon, cleanse, relieve, because thy promise I believe, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. Just as I am, thy love unknown hath broken every barrier down, now to be thine, yea, thine alone, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. All right, that concludes another episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you would like to find out about new episodes and receive other extras, sign up for emails at aprilsingsalot.com and you'll be in the loop whenever something new comes out.